Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles, the great millstone, do rule well. Peace, love, and blessings to you, bros, on the highways and byways. Giving diligence, making call and election sure. And blessings to the very few sisters out there listening, learning, and believing. I am thy fellow Abel Kanakla, coming at you once again with another lesson, Lord's will, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This lesson is edifying and exhorting. And I'm get right into it. It's from Redacted. As we know, Hurricane Milton is on its way, and currently they have it on a crash course collision with Tampa. It's GMS Tampa down here. I suppose down here, reside here, most of us. So, Lord willing, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, He protect us and deliver us from this disaster. Okay? Because that's exactly what is scheduled to do, bring forth lots of destruction, strong winds and surges, fluctuate from category 4 to 5. All right. But as you can see here, is Redacted. Good news source, but I believe they also are controlled opposition. Bought and paid for as well. 2.51 million subscribers, and you can see here, shop at Redacted, shirts like "I will not comply," all right, so on and so forth. And I remember watching a video, receiving the information that a lot of these channels here are set up basically to collect data. All right, so all you see, like that phrase "I will not comply" on that shirt, you order that shirt and get it mailed to you. You now you're now marked, all right, that you're one of those so-called awakened ones. You know how they years ago, how they put out the yellow list, the red list, green list, I forget exactly the colors, but basically saying how much of a threat you are. Can you be re-educated and put back into society? And then I believe the red list is used just to take those people completely out, because they can't. There's no changing back. So I believe stuff like this is because they take polls, votes, and so on and so forth. Channels are set up like this so the government can see who is who. All right, who's following these type of ideas, so to say. But I'm gonna play this right here real fast.
A conspiracy theory. We did a whole deep dive last week here on the show about the U.S. government's history of using weather modification in the thin air. Noticed some very similar radar anomalies. We saw this with Helene back again with this very same storm, the same exact radar signatures that he's picked up on. Watch.
All right, let's take a look at Florida, and already it's looking like a disco party is going on. A lot of different radar activity going on. We got spikes here going all the way into the Gulf, heavy lines up in this area, and then of course we have the one we saw with Hurricane Helene right here going off again. Now, of course, remember, these are just theories that we're talking about here, entertainment purposes only, because no way is weather modification real, right, everybody? Anyway.
Right.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Just entertainment purposes only. Mm-hmm. There's no weather modification, except there is. And here's a whistleblower who's come forward. She worked on these projects, and she's suing and she's suing the federal government for lying to the American people. Listen.
And she's a military veteran, right?
Yes, I was in the U.S. Air Force for 9 years.
Wow. And you came out and blew the whistle on geoengineering, things that you witnessed were going on. Can you give us the real nutshell?
Absolutely. Basically, I had heard of what many people know as the term chemtrails. And I worked in a job called bioenvironmental engineering, and I thought that was insane. And why would we do something like that? Modify the weather by using hazardous materials in our atmosphere? So, and actually the process of trying to debunk it or disprove it, I realized it was actually coming right out of my office, as I was one of the people that was approving the chemicals. And it really shook the core of my oath. And I did a lot of sampling, a lot of investigation, and I blew the whistle and I got out. And I've now used my credentials, my oath, and my powers for good to help people understand it's very real. It's now openly admitted. There are multiple forms of weather modification. I specifically found the one of stratospheric aerosol injection. And collectively around the globe, we have to understand that it is now being admitted because they're saying it's combating climate change.
Okay.
Well, the climate change we need to be worried
So
about
you
is
got it
man-made
there,
climate
you heard it.
engineering, also known as geoengineering.
All right. And me personally, I believe
Yeah.
that this is what this is. But as we know, all right, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is in control. So first precept I'm going to get is Jeremiah 17:17. It says, "Be not a terror unto me, thou art my hope in the day of evil." Okay, so we know ultimately Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is bringing this evil. I'm going to read it NLT to the left. It says, "Lord, don't terrorize me. You alone are my hope in the day of disaster." And that's exactly what this hurricane is planned to bring. Fox News, as you see right here, historic Hurricane Milton threatens Florida with catastrophic damage. All right, we get that in Psalm 17, because as we've seen the evidence, right, and that's what you do, man. It's like you investigate. It's a court case. You see, do you have enough evidence, basically, to present, your claim? And we know how this devil works. So I truly believe that that's what this is. But Psalm 17:17, "Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." So this HARP system, geoengineering, so on and so forth, you got to understand that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man that's controlling this government, okay, he is the weapon of the Heavenly Father on the left-hand side. Okay, I just simply typed in sword. You see this sword. The sword is just a piece of metal alone, a sharpened piece of metal by itself. But you have to pick this sword up and yield it and swing it left and right, poke, somebody with it. Right? But meaning the point is that this sword has to be held by someone. All right? So when you go into all this geoengineering, all right, this HARP system, cloud seeding, all those different forms of weather manipulation. All right. Esau, Edom has been given a technology to bring forth the judgment of the Most High. So the Most High is literally taking his devil and holding him as a sword and yielding him. All right. That's why you have these storms coming back to back, breaking records. All right. Bringing forth different character. Each storm has a different characteristic. One storm might bring lots of heavy winds. One storm might bring lots of rainfall. One storm brings lots of surge. Okay. So they have this technology down to perfection, if you will. All right. But ultimately, no, it's the Heavenly Father. So I'm going to read that again. Psalm 17:13, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." Which is thy sword. So the wicked is the sword of the Heavenly Father. All right. So let's get that in Sirach 40, verse 9. It says, "Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamity." So This hurricane here is a calamity, man. All right. We see what Hurricane Helen is doing, and we've seen a response of the government. Okay. The U.S. government has declared war on you American citizens, man. This is nothing but weather warfare. But this is the Most High's weather warfare, God's weather warfare that he's bringing upon Babylon the Great, all right, aka America. It says these calamities, famine, and that's exactly what these storms can bring about: calamities, famine, tribulation, and scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. All right. So, brothers that's in this area, that's in the path of this storm, that will be affected by the storm. Well, these things were created for the wicked, man, of our people. Not those that are of the hopeful elect, going out there making them bodies a living sacrifice. All right. For the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, they and their household will be delivered from these things, man. So we just got to keep the faith. All right. So in this storm could very well change the Tampa Bay area, which we live in. All right, here it is. We are within days away from the elections. Okay, and it's already been set to expect events leading up to the elections. So this could very well bring us here down in Tampa into tribulation, into Jacob's trouble. Okay, I'm not saying it will, but it could. Okay, it definitely could. Jeremiah 30 verse 7. As this is the hopeful year of Jeremiah 30 and 7, hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30 and 7, last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So we're going to be, us here in Tampa, we're going to be in the midst of this hurricane, but the Heavenly Father will redeem us from these things, man. All right. His angels, he will give his angels charge over us and give us protection. All right. In the end. So, we're living in beautiful times. Once again, I believe these dudes are set up, one of those channels that are set up to basically monitor who's following this information, who's a rebel, so to say. All right. I believe it was called bait channels, if I'm not mistaken, where they do speak about so-called conspiracies and just to bait to see who's watching, who's subscribed. All right, and then here it is. They got your IP address. They have your location. They know where you live. They know where you stay at. So when they do come, your house is marked. All right. So with that, Lord's will is edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to apostles, the great millstone, peace, love, and blessings to you brothers out there, pushing this truth in all sincerity. All right. Till next time, say shalom.